Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Chain restaurants have some of the most calorie-dense foods on the planet. Delicious, of course, but gut-busting nonetheless. Now let's bite into the 10 worst chain restaurant dishes ever. Chili's Texas Dry Rub Ribs.
That's insane! I've seen her flip barbecue ribs.
Chili's diverse menu and appetizing options have always been something to induce a severe case of the munchies for most restaurant goers. It should come as no surprise, though, that many of the dishes at Chili's are a little over the top when it comes to nutritional value. One such dish, which really doesn't set off too many alarm bells at first, that is until you look at the sodium content, are Chili's ribs. The dry rub ribs have an astronomical 4,580 milligrams of sodium. Now, to put this in perspective, that's over double the recommended daily sodium intake for a full-grown adult.
So much sodium. How's she still alive?
This doesn't even include the sides or appetizers that you may be inclined to order, which should be enough to make diners think twice about ordering this dish for themselves, or even splitting it with a second person. It really is hard to imagine the chefs at Chili's creating this entree for any other reason than to make your body instantly crave some of their various tantalizing refreshments, which of course may also contain even more sodium depending on what you order. Chili's has always been a place to gather with friends, have a great time, and dig into some truly all-American classics that have been taken to the extreme in every gastronomical way possible. Olive Garden's Chicken and Shrimp Carbonara.
Carbonara.
It's almost impossible to visit an Olive Garden without ordering some type of pasta dish, but there is one that you may want to avoid if you're looking to stay within a normal day's calorie goals. The chicken and shrimp carbonara may not sound too intimidating, and maybe, dare we say it, a little on the healthier side. Make no mistake though, this dish is packed to the brim with delicious and not so nutritious fat. Clocking in at a whopping 114 grams of fat, this dish is sure to induce a serious stomach bomb that will sit with you for the rest of the evening. Although there are definitely higher calorie dishes at Olive Garden, this pasta dish really hits you with the unholy trinity of fat, sodium, and calories all at once, making it one of the worst dishes you could order.
You kind of want to change your order.
Let's think back for a second to those absolutely deliciously warm breadsticks that come with every meal at the Olive Garden. The key thing to remember here is that these breadsticks are unlimited. Yes, you heard right, unlimited breadsticks. So of course, if you gorge yourself on breadsticks, as any normal person would do, by the time your entree has arrived, you've already got a solid base of carbs and, of course, good old sodium. Next time you go to the Olive Garden, think long and hard about your order before embarking on an epic and artery-clogging journey through the lands of pasta and breadsticks. Outback Steakhouse's Aussie Signature Sampler.
Outback Steakhouse. I'm Australian, mate.
Are you looking to experience a little bit of the Aussie culture? Maybe looking for some flavors that one can only find in an Australian-themed restaurant that wasn't actually created by Australians? Don't worry, you need not go any further than your local Outback Steakhouse. Of course, this fine establishment is synonymous with the legendary blooming onion, a breaded and deep-fried whole onion paired with an addicting and tangy dipping sauce. But why stop at the bloomin' onion? Can't decide which deep-fried appetizer to choose from? Don't fret, Outback has the calorie-packed, heart-thumping solution for you. The Aussie Signature Sampler brings you the classic bloomin' onion petals, deep-fried mac and cheese bites, and, of course, their notorious Aussie cheese fries.
Whatever, I'm getting cheese fries.
They also give you a wonderfully diverse array of dipping sauces for all three of these delectables. Altogether, you're looking at over 1,700 calories, 125 grams of fat, and 3,260 milligrams of sodium. Sure, if you share this sampler, it's probably not going to raise any serious alarms with your doctor, but who wants to share something as mouth-watering as a sampler of fried and cheesy goodness? One question, though, is this supposed to be an entree or an entire meal? I guess it depends on who we're asking. Uno Pizzeria and Grill's Pizza Skins.
I hope you like deep dish pizza.
It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that deep dish pizza is unhealthy, and who would want it any other way? Uno, however, takes this to the next level with their pizza skins. Think of a cross between a loaded potato skin and a deep dish pizza, and you've got the infamous pizza skins. 1 part deep dish, 1 part potato skins, and a whole lot of carbs, sodium, and fat. The mad scientists in the Uno kitchen decided that deep dish pizza just wasn't enough anymore, so they needed to take it a step further by introducing mashed potatoes and bacon to the party. This odd creation clocks in at just under 2,000 calories, making it one of the mind-blowing pizza dishes that is actually considered an appetizer. You may want to eat this one all by yourself, but after careful consideration, you may decide it's best to share.
You can have my pizza crust.
We've got to hand it to the chefs at Uno's Pizzeria and Grill, though. They sure know how to make a name for themselves. Even though Uno has expanded beyond the Chicago area, do yourself a favor and visit their original location in downtown Chicago and treat yourself to the world's original deep dish pizza. You won't regret it, but depending on how much you eat, your stomach just might. TGI Fridays Wings Roulette Platter.
Remember, chicken wings. Chicken wings?
Wings are such a classic American food, and who doesn't love them? A deep fried and sauced chicken wing has never been something that's been included on a list of healthy foods, and TGI Fridays really wanted to make sure that there was no confusion about this. The Wings Roulette Platter features an assortment of various flavors of wings, served with ranch or blue cheese dressing, a few pieces of celery, and a whopping 6,280 milligrams of sodium. What? That can't be right. Well, yes, it is. Almost 3 times the recommended daily intake of sodium in one dish. This is truly an accomplishment in salt-filled glory for the fine people at TGI Fridays.
Because the room service there is too salty.
It's hard to even understand how they've managed to pack that much sodium into an assortment of wings and ranch dressing. Surely they've made a pact with some otherworldly force to get this much salt into one dish. Not afraid of a little sodium? No worries. These wings also pack as much sugar as a full pint of ice cream. It's almost like someone wanted to see just how unhealthy they could make an order of wings. Salt, sugar, spice, and everything that keeps doctors awake at night. Yeah, but they taste. California Pizza Kitchen Barbecue Chicken Chopped Salad.
How about a big salad? A big salad?
Salads are a great option for the health-conscious diner, aren't they? I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you're getting a salad from a chain restaurant, you'll really want to make sure you're ready for an onslaught of dietary misdoings that could make even the most unhealthy-sounding dishes seem like a good option. Take, for example, California Pizza Kitchen's Barbecue Chicken Chopped Salad. With more calories than some of their pizzas and enough carbs to make you wonder how this is actually considered a salad, you may be regretting that you avoided the pizza in an attempt to eat a little healthier.
What if it's the wrong decision?
Chopped salads are usually thought to be a great alternative to other fried or cheese-filled dishes. That is, of course, unless you find yourself ordering a salad from California Pizza Kitchen. A thick barbecue sauce and crunchy tortilla strips cover what may have once been a respectable salad to form what one can only describe as a health coach's nightmare in salad form. This actually might help make ordering easier. Just go ahead and order one of the delicious pizzas. Denny's Cinnamon Roll Pancake Breakfast.
Cinnamon roll does smell good if you open to halvesies.
Now, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that cinnamon rolls aren't exactly a healthy option when it comes to breakfast foods. Denny's, however, wanted to really take things to the next level and combine the sweet cinnamon and icing aspects of cinnamon rolls with one of America's favorite breakfast options. The Cinnamon Roll Pancake Breakfast not only comes with 2 cinnamon pancakes, but also includes 2 pieces of bacon, scrambled eggs, and hash browns. pounds. With the addition of these sides, the whole dish comes in at just over 1,500 calories with over 2,800 grams of sodium and a monstrous 129 grams of sugar. Any breakfast dish that comes with that amount of sugar should honestly come with a warning label of some type.
Objection! Unhealthy!
The most alarming part of the whole dish is that these nutritional values don't even include the syrup that most consumers would add to their pancakes. With a wide variety of semi-healthy options on the Denny's menu, it may be a good idea to steer clear of the cinnamon roll pancakes unless you're looking to consume more sugar than is recommended for an entire day in one meal. In fact, this dish has more sugar than 10 servings of most vanilla ice cream brands, so you might be better off just eating ice cream for breakfast. Sbarro NY Meat Primo.
Meat lovers pizza, no meat.
Yes, back to the land of pizza. Cheese as far as the eye can see, rivers of glorious marinara sauce, and mountains of golden buttery crust. Picture yourself in your local mall's food court, a full day of shopping under your new belt, and a hunger that can only be satiated by some greasy pizza. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot Sbarro's. As you approach the counter, you see what it is that you crave, a New York-style Primo pizza. Sorry to burst your pizza bubble, but you may want to take a quick look at the nutritional content of this beautifully saucy creation. Just one slice of the Sbarro NY Meat Primo has enough sodium to put you over the 1,700 milligram mark. If that isn't a deterrent, maybe the calories will be. One slice of this meaty delight comes in at 600 calories.
Well, that doesn't have much calories, so I think that's a smart.
Okay, yes, you may have had a long day, but let's not go overboard. Sbarro's a fixture when it comes to mall court pizza, but there has to be a limit to just how unhealthy one single slice of pie can be. Of course, we can't forget to mention the fat content either. Just one slice of this pizza contains more than 25 grams of fat. It may not sound like a lot, but when was the last time you saw someone eat just one slice of pizza? Yeah, we thought so. No one has that kind of willpower. P.F. Chang's Bulgogi steak.
This homemade bulgogi is so delicious, Kayla.
Although steak is considered by many to be a more health-conscious choice when dining out, P.F. Chang's may have you rethinking that option. Even though this dish consists of just a piece of steak with some fried onions adorned atop, the steak itself is completely covered in so much glaze that it may as well be considered a dessert. Forget about the sugary glaze for a second. This dish also contains close to 3,000 milligrams of sodium. After downing this steak, you may not be in a position to leave the table after your meal.
Yeah, I need a few more seconds to recover before venting.
Steak lovers beware. This unholy creation of glaze and meat may not be what you're looking for. Red Lobster Admiral's Feast.
Are you just like starving?
Totally. Red Lobster?
A plate of seafood may sound like a great option for those looking for a healthy meal. That is, unless it's all battered and fried, of course. Red Lobster seems to like pushing boundaries when it comes to seeing how high their sodium content can reach. Sitting at a heart attack-inducing 5,000 milligrams of sodium, the Admiral's Feast is one of the most sodium-packed dishes on the menu. Of course, there's a lot more to worry about at Red Lobster than just this dish.
Like what?
The infamous Cheddar Bay biscuits that come with every meal are physically impossible to resist and have their own issues when it comes to sodium and carbs. Making a combo of the two can easily push your sodium levels up to 3 or even 4 times the recommended daily allowance. Health experts need not worry though, this seafood feast does come with a side of broccoli. That's gotta count for something, right? We're open 24/7. Just tap or click for another great video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. And hey, leave us a comment.